So God's been putting me through it, and so I'm going to take a light day and just do some things I enjoy. Whew, man. So this video of Brett Cooper came across my feed, and it was just the most pure of heart thing I've seen since maybe like Walter Disney's Winnie the Pooh. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I've seen that was that pure of heart. So Brett Cooper, for the first time ever, I have one hero card for you. Choose a gift, a word of your choosing. Like I gave someone the gift of encouragement like 2 weeks ago, and it was terrifying because I gave her, there was a girl I work with who many of you will meet, and she was just a lovely girl, and you know, you work with people, and so every now and then you'll say, hey, I'm having a bad day, tell me something, tell me one of my good qualities, and she'd say something like, oh, you have a lot of animation and you always come to say hi. It's like, cool. And so we talked and I witnessed her a little bit, and 2 weeks later I go, hey, I want to give you a gift. She was like, what? I'm like, well, you're really cheerful and delightful, so maybe the gift of encouragement. She goes, okay. So I call heaven to give her the gift of encouragement, and she gets it. So I wait 5 minutes for the gift to root, and I go back, and she says like the most beautiful, like 4 paragraphs of intricate, discerning inspection of who I am that I've ever heard in my entire life. Like she perfectly just witnessed to me who I was according to humanity and heaven and life and everything. Like I had never felt so charged. It was like she took my batteries and removed all the rust from them, reinstalled them, and then had them working at like 107%. It was just like, whoa. And so it works. I had another friend at work who, oh my God, she's a wonderful friend. I absolutely love her. But she'd get on the radio, and I'm really good at communicating, so I can say something really complicated in like a sentence, and other people might take 3 sentences. She would take about 4 paragraphs to say something that would take me one sentence, and it drove me nuts because you're trying to work, it's a busy job, and you hear what. Eventually I would just turn off my walkie and then turn it back on. And so finally I came down to her one day and I was like, hey. She's like, hey Josh, what's up? I said, you remember I have superpowers, right? I healed that migraine you had the other day. She goes, yeah. I'm like, you know, there's a Jesus. And she goes, yeah. And I go, can I give you a gift? And she goes, okay. And so I gave her the gift of communication. And then since then, she can communicate and take all that down to like 4 sentences. So I was like, cool. This stuff really works. Because unlike a lot of Christians and Christianity, I'm determined to do things right. If I say I'm going to give you a gift, I've now scientifically measured that it worked. I've tested that it's made of good content. I've tested that it's quality. I've tested that it'll improve your life. Like one girl said, I'm worried about healing. That energy has to come from somewhere. And I said, well, it comes from heaven. It's not going to run out. She goes, well, if you take something, it's going to run out somewhere. And I said, no, God is eternal and infinite. She's like, oh, well, I guess that makes sense. So Brett Cooper, I present to you one hero card. There's a card inside. So eventually when you guys meet me, it can be kind of any word you want. The idea to bring delight, to be charismatic, to touch people's hearts. I don't know. Pick what you will, or I guess I can make some recommendations. Yeah, love you guys.